Welcome back to Sailing Sunday. Last week we arrived at the island of Ocracoke to ride out some nasty weather. And we were surprised to learn that this town has some pretty wild history. Much of it revolving around the notorious pirate Blackbeard, who met his demise in a battle off these shores in 1718. We made the most of our short time here and hit as many of the local hotspots as we could. And once the weather cleared out, it was time to make our move, and we're on a time crunch to get up to Annapolis for the boat show. So far we've been navigating through the ICW to avoid the dangerous waters of Cape Hatteras, but now it's time to exit the channel with the worst of the Cape behind us and make our way up to the famous Chesapeake Bay.
Alright, so the wind shifted behind us now. We put the main sail away and we just got the head sail out. And we're cruising at about 6 knots. So we've been maintaining about 5.5 to 6 knots pretty much all day today, with the wind kind of close hauled at the beginning on our beam, and now it's dead behind us. It's been a beautiful, beautiful sail.
Practicing all the different states.
You're too close! Well, move then! Oh, we found this wicked anchorage. We're gonna make water, have dinner, go to bed, and get up in the morning for our big overnight sail. Hopefully we can go straight through to Annapolis.
It's been an awesome journey up the East Coast so far, and it's such a relief to have been able to bypass Cape Hatteras, which is referred to as the graveyard of the Atlantic due to its treacherous waters, shifting sands, and powerful currents. It's estimated that over 2,000 vessels have met their demise in these waters, and we have some precious crew on board. And although it would have been a fun, sporty sail, we're looking for safety and comfort. And while we have our little Tulip on board, we need to take it easy. Her care is still priority even though we're on the move, so sticking close to towns and civilization is super important. Okay, now I've run out of things to say here, but I can't bring myself to cut this clip because she's so freaking cute. But seriously, even if you're not a cat person, you can't say she's not cute. And we're back. All right, now here's Ryan.
All right, guys, we're sailing. We've got this bridge up ahead of us. That's absolutely massive, and it's so cool. When we get close, we're gonna show you guys. I can't remember exactly how big it is, but I remember reading somewhere that it was about $280 million to build. And the old bridge that was 65 foot high fell down or something. So they rebuilt it, and I think it's about 75 or 70 foot high. Either way, it's higher than 66 foot, so we're stoked. But we're sailing right now. We've got the sails fully out, a little bit of wind, no swell. It's absolutely amazing. I am stressed though, because heading outside of Cape Hatteras is going to be pretty treacherous. It's really shallow, but we picked a beautiful day to do it. Seas are calm, so we should be sweet. Far out, fingers crossed, eh? Alright, did I mention we're going 7 knots right now too? How cool is that? You can't even tell, it's just a beautiful sail. Oh no, I lied, we're going 6.7 now. Oh well, 6.7, 7, same thing. It's beautiful, woohoo! Bloody freezing cold today. The only problem is the channel to get to the bridge now is super shallow. So I'm gonna put these sails away for about half an hour, go through this channel, get under the bridge, we'll get out, and then we'll put the sails back out when we get to the Atlantic Ocean. Look alive, baby, look alive.
I'm not alive. I'm bloody freezing, that's what I am.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
Alright guys, I'm gonna go have a shower. Navigating this channel can be super stressful because of the constant shifting sandbars. You can't actually rely on your navigation equipment and instead have to follow the channel buoys, which are moved regularly by authorities to show the ever-changing channel. This essentially feels like you're moving blind, trusting that the markers have been kept up to date. We follow our instruments to the T, so this was definitely a unique experience. The channel upon exiting was particularly nerve-wracking because the water on either side of us was very angry, with huge breaking waves and extremely turbulent water. And if that wasn't enough, there was also some submerged shipwrecks that we had to avoid. And when we first got out there, we couldn't see the end of the channel, which was super unnerving. But slowly this swell began to spread out and calm down, and soon we were back in calm waters.
Cape Hatteras, we've gotten out. It doesn't look like much on camera, but it was stressful, guys. There was a massive rip current out through that little inlet. Yeah, at a few points we got really shallow there. It wasn't nice. We had a shipwreck we had to dodge with the channel markers, all in different spots. Our chart showed that we're going over 0.5 of a meter, which is about 2 feet of water, but it was all wrong. The charts do say though that the channel markers are always moved around, but it is a little bit nerve-wracking. So now we're out here sailing. We're going about 5 to 7.5 knots with the wind gusts, and it's a beautiful day today, guys. So I'm glad we waited. We've only got 2 days to get up to Annapolis for the boat show, so we're not going to be able to stop tonight. We're going to have to sail all the way through straight up to Annapolis. When we arrive, we'll get a good night's sleep, and have to get up early in the morning to buy a shaver before we come and see you guys the next morning at the boat show. It's going to be really, really awesome to finally get there and relax and meet all you guys. All right, sails up, guys. Yeah. We got nice calm water, the sails are up and we're cruising. We got Rick and Lou and Salacious Star just putting their main out now. Alright guys, it's been an amazing sail. The swell was close hauled when we exited today. We were flying along pretty nicely, and then it shifted to our beam. We had to reef the head sail, and we're still going about 6-7 knots. And now the wind's on our back quarter, and we're just currently cruising by on a, what are we on, Brittany? Position? Broad reach, yeah. And now the wind shifted behind us on a broad reach, and we're going about 7.5 knots, and we're kind of pretty flat. That's us right there, just hanging out. Jackson's asleep. Hey mate. Yeah, Brittany's downstairs with the kitten.
She's a little sailor girl. Aren't you, Bubba? You little sailor girl. Just had a bottle. Now we're having a cuddle. Are we?
It's been a nice sunny day. Flat seas, 7.5 knots. Wind behind us. The only downside to this is that we're going to be entering the Chesapeake Bay tonight at about 9-10 p.m. so it'll be pitch black when we get there, but we've got to do it because we have to get to Annapolis. We've only got about 30 hours to get to Annapolis, so we could possibly stop somewhere overnight, but then we're going to arrive, drop anchor, and go to the Annapolis boat show. We want to actually arrive, drop anchor, and wake up and have breakfast and go to the Annapolis boat show. Have a night's sleep. So I think we'll sail through the night tonight, so we can get there. This is probably up there one of our top sails, hey?
I can't drink coffee still.
This is beautiful. We've got the swell pushing behind us. We're going 7.5 knots. We've got the sunset, we're dead calm.
It's cold.
Yeah, it is pretty cold. Especially now the sun's going down, eh? come on. Alright guys, so this is how we sat. We've got a seat, blanket, pillows, phone, navigation's on charge. We just sat here. Hey mate, good morning. Good morning buddy. Hey? We just sat here. I slept for a few hours. Oh, come on, mate. Alright, I'll come say good morning in a minute. He's gonna start crying again as soon as I start talking. So, last night was hectic. Sun went down. We pulled into Chesapeake Bay. AIS is down at the moment. We've got a replacement coming. We don't have it yet. And pulling into the Chesapeake Bay at 1 o'clock in the morning was nuts. I had cargo ships coming in, cargo ships coming out, and there's like a big deep water patch where the traffic lanes all intersect each other. I jumped on marine traffic, and with Rick and Lou's help, because they from their AIS, they told me the ship's name and stuff. Anyway, I ended up radioing him, just saying, hey man, did you see me? And he's like, yeah, okay, we see you, what's your intentions? It was intense, so I could see it was this big red light and this big white lights. I felt safer being stuck next to him because there was another ship coming out on the other side of me, so I got another 300 meter whatever cargo ship a few hundred feet on the other side of me coming towards me, so I was between the two of them. It was hectic. And then we just had ships going by us all the time. It was hectic. So anyway, I'm so tired. I think we're battling current. It's really slowed us down, so I don't think we're going to make it up to Annapolis before sunset, so we'll probably just drop anchor somewhere a few hours earlier at sunset and then continue up in the morning.
Breakfast of champions. He's got
Cappuccino and noodles.
a cappuccino and instant noodles. Wowee, that's rough.
We're living large.
Poor Ryan had taken the brunt of most of the sailing for this trip, as I was still on bottle feeds around the clock for Tulip and was running on fumes. Still managing to cover my night shifts, but by the end of it we were both exhausted. Navigating the Chesapeake at night is definitely tricky, with fields of crab pots scattered everywhere. So we decided to pull into an anchorage at sunset, while we still had enough light to safely navigate through them, and continue the rest of the way tomorrow. Luckily, it turned out to be an absolutely gorgeous spot to settle in, so now it's time for some much needed rest until tomorrow when we finally arrive at Annapolis for the boat show. And thank you so much to our amazing patrons for all your support. It's because of you guys we're able to make these videos, and we're so thankful to have you a part of this journey. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to subscribe. It's an awesome way to help support our channel, and it doesn't cost you a thing.
Alright, if you like the videos, please subscribe. Fell off the couch. Like and subscribe.